Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to see the continuation of the lesson from physics. Lesson number 1, matter. In today's class, we are going to learn about the two processes, condensation and sublimation. First, we are going to see about what is condensation. When a vapor is cooled, its particles become slower and now vapor is in gaseous state. In gaseous state, there is more intermolecular space is there. When the vapor is cooled, what happens to the particle means the particles move close to enough together and by the force of intermolecular force, and now the vapor condenses or changes into liquid, and this process we call it as condensation process. Condensation can also occur if a gas is compressed, because this again makes the particle of the gases come close enough because of the intermolecular force act on it. The best example is a gas condensed or liquefied under a pressure is liquid petroleum gas, which we are using it for cooking. And there is more examples for the condensation around us. For example, the water vapor in air condenses in clouds, and that comes as rain for us. And you can also this condensation process in window panes and outside the bottles of which is taken from the freezer, or the glasses of cold water, milk, etc. You can see here in the picture itself some water droplets which has formed over the cold bottle outside the bottle. This is the process of condensation. Here the vapor is cooled and it turns into liquid. And so the condensation process is vapor condenses or changes into liquid, and this process we call it as condensation process. Next we are going to see about what is sublimation. Sublimation you have already learnt in 7th standard. It is the process in which solid changes directly into vapor without passing through the liquid state. Usually solid changes into liquid, and liquid changes when we boil the liquid, it changes into a vapor form. But in this process of sublimation, here the solid directly changes into vapor form without passing through the liquid state. Let us see how this changes happens through this process. The best example is we use some air freshener in our bathrooms or in our rooms. What happens to that? After some days you cannot see that ball inside that air freshener, because it changes the solid substance, which directly changes into an vapor form. This is the best example for sublimation process. And the mothball we used against the insect, which is also directly changes into an vapor form. So this is also an example for sublimation process. Here the energy required to change a solid into vapor is greater than the required energy to change into liquid. And the opposite process of sublimation is desublimation. What is desublimation means? Here the vapor directly changes into solid without passing into the liquid state. This process is called as desublimation process. Let us see one small activity for the sublimation and desublimation process. See here, place some crushed camphor or naphthalene ball on a china dish and cover the dish with an inverted funnel, and close the top of the funnel by using the cotton. Now heat the dish gently. You will see some vapors are rising from the solid. So here the sublimation process takes place, and as the vapor moves up, when it's cooled down and solidify again, and you can see some bubbles which are formed over the some solidified substance are formed over the wall of the funnel. So this process activity explains about the process of sublimation and desublimation process. Not only this, camphor, naphthalene balls and air fresheners are common examples of solid that sublime. Thank you, children.